This is Sobanjo. I'm doing a live chat and a live coaching call with Brenda. And what's going on right now is that Brenda and I were having a chat and we decided to share with you what's going on. And so you might as well come in and join us right now. Okay, so so Brenda and I were talking. Brenda has an idea at this point. Brenda has an idea of how to start a business using this time, this COVID-19 time. And this is one of the things that I recommend for everyone at this point. In my last chat, I was talking about the fact that you should be thinking of doing things now that you've always thought of doing, and this would be a very good thing to do at this point. You have an idea of something, and I'm hoping one of the reasons why I like to bring this to Facebook is Brenda has a gift, and she has this. She's able to help a lot of people. She was homeschooled herself, and she has also right now she actually works as a teacher. Okay, Brenda is one of the people that work in the school that we run in Nigeria, in the mission school that we run in Nigeria. So she's a staff in that school. So I know that she's able to do what she's talking about. And just a recap is that at this around now, it's very important that you begin to look at the opportunities that are around this point. Now, there's another way of dealing with this situation, dealing with, this time that we're going through. The other way of dealing with this is the panic way. You begin to panic and you say, you know what, I'm not able to do anything. I'm so miserable. I'm locked down. We're not doing anything, and one of the things that I recommend is, instead of being miserable and, even if you don't have a job, right now you've been, you're just home, you're not doing anything. This is the time to actually dress up. I talked about how I used to dress up and my son would ask me, you're just going to work in the next room, because I work in my own home office, and I would be like, yeah, I need that. I need to dress up and feel like I'm going to work, and then I go to work and I begin to work. And it has a way of, telling me this is for real. I'm not joking here. It sends that message to my brain and I get serious, and it sends that same message to people around me. So anyway, so that's the idea that we're working on today. I want you to, use this time to start to look for, what are the opportunities that I have, around me right now. If you are looking in the miserable way, you will not see the opportunities around what's going on right now, even in this lockdown. Okay, and then, the other thing is, as you begin to focus on you prepare yourself, that's why I said, dress up and go to, to the corner of the room and begin to, take a book and start reading, or take a paper or a notebook and start writing. Okay, you will be shocked that this time that you think, or that the enemy or, the world thinks it's a negative, it actually now turns into something really, wonderful. Many of the books that we read of Paul, many of the books that we read, there's this book by, what's the name of that brother? Bunyan, yeah, John Bunyan, the Pilgrim's Progress. Those books were written in prison, okay? And we're in prison kind of right now, so, but if you begin to look at it in the, in a bad way, you won't be able to be productive in the time that you have right now. So, so anyway, I was talking with Brenda, and for some reason, I can't seem to get her to comment about anything. I'm going to just check to make sure if there's anything else. So what we were talking about, is she's considering an idea, which is helping, so 2 points. At first, the idea that she had before, and just in case, somebody is listening to this, you may actually need Brenda's help, okay? So pay attention, okay? So she, like I said, she was homeschooled and by her parents, and she's a teacher, using the homeschool curriculum that we use for our mission school. We have a free school in Kuje where we help children that would not have gone to school. And so one of the teachers, very good, Brenda, I'm glad that you're back. One of the teachers there now is Brenda, okay? And so she was thinking about either starting an homeschool thing right now, or starting, and she's always had the idea of helping parents transition to homeschooling as well, okay? So I want you to, as you're listening to this, I want you to pay attention to the fact that there are two things that are right there. There is a quick fix idea, which could be, I want to quickly make some quick money, okay, within this time, this COVID-19 time that everybody is locked down. I want to, and I know that a lot of parents are home right now and they need help, okay. Some people are working from home. A lot of people are just frustrated, to become suddenly teachers at home. And so they need help. They need somebody to help them within this 1 month or thereabouts or 2 months that we're going to be home, okay, depending on where they are in the part of the world. And so Brenda wants to come in as that temporary support, okay, that you have, okay, someone that, can help with some of the work that you would have done with your children, and so that you can have more time to do your job, okay. It's a temporary job. It's a temporary job. And for you, as you begin to consider this as well, a lot of people have reached out to me at this point and they're saying, I really would like to know what I can do now, temporary, and then what I can do, ongoing, permanent, okay, a bit more permanent than the COVID-19 lockdown. Because we know that at the end of COVID-19, things would go back, it may not come back exactly as it is, but it will go back to in some ways, to similar to, how it was, or some things would have changed. So back to Brenda's idea. Quick first step. Okay, very first step when you have an idea, is you want to verify and validate that idea. You want to make sure that, because ideas, the thing about ideas is when you get an idea, I didn't bring water here. When you get an idea, you feel like, oh my God, this idea is the best idea in the world. And it makes a lot of sense to you. But you have to look at it, if you're watching this and you're joining me live, thank you for joining me. But if you want to share with other people, what we're doing is we're talking about Brenda's idea of homeschooling. You can share this with other people. I'll be very glad for others that are considering what do I do right now, to join us, okay? So again, the idea is we want to know who are the people that you want to solve a problem for. Okay, homeschooling, we already separated the two. We said homeschooling right now, quick homeschooling help, or, transition your children now after COVID, transition your children to homeschooling. Some parents were already thinking about, transitioning their children to homeschooling, but now the COVID has even fast forwarded it. So there are some parents like that. But the idea that we're going to fine tune now is the idea of this temporary quick fix, quick money. Okay. And you can actually make good money doing this right now, because just among the people that I know that a lot of parents are frustrated and they suddenly have so much work to do. Okay. So what I would ask next is, who are those people? Okay, who are those people? The first thing that you have to, I would ask you, Brenda, is these people, did they lose their job and so they are home now taking care of the children, or are they still working from home? Now, these are two sets of people. Some people at this point right now have lost their job and they're actually not being paid. Okay, and so if it's those set of people, they likely will not have the cash, and the cash flow. And at this point, they're thinking, how do I cut down? Okay, so those may not be the ones, in short, those are not the people that would pay you to do this. Now, this is why when you're doing a business, when you're doing a research for your business, you might be thinking, oh, the solution is for everybody in the world. But it's just for the people that are going to be able to pay you that this business idea is. Now, it's an idea and it's for the whole world, but the business idea, it has to be for people that will be willing to pay you. They have the money and they're willing to pay you. Okay, so that for sure we have to check. So Brenda, if you can hear me, what I'd like you to type is, do you think is people that are still working from home? In other words, they are being paid at home, or are they people that, they just generally everybody that lost their jobs or people that are stuck? It has to be people that are willing to pay you. It has to be people that are willing to, that have the ability to pay you as well. Okay. So now the next question is, as soon as we've identified that it's people that are working from home, okay, in other words, they're also still stressed, at home, and they just wish somebody will come and solve that problem for them right now, quick, 1 month, 2 months, and the other thing is they are still working from home, so they have money coming in, okay, and so they'll be willing to pay you so that you can help them cut off some of this stress. Now the question will now be, what's that problem that you'll be solving for them? And this now brings us to, when you have an idea and you have been able to identify who those people are that need the problem that need the solution to the problem that you solve, what you do is you also now begin to talk to them. You will see big companies, they will do research and development. R&D is always tax deductible in any big business. When you begin to, do fact finding who are working from home and having a hard time working while homeschooling their kids. Exactly. Thank you very much, Brenda. She said, I'm looking to help parents who are working from home and are having a hard time working while homeschooling their kids. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, the question now is, how do you find those people? Okay, now, what you've written there is very clear, okay? You've been able to identify who that person is. Now, when you write that and send that out, or if you write that and share it with your friends, they can easily help you, connect with people that are like that. And easily you can begin to find clients that you can help right now. And you will make your quick, buck. You'll make your quick money right now. Okay. So the only thing that I'm going to change to that, because this now is, your own statement, you need to now change it into a way that when I see it and I am that person, I would say, oh my God, how do I, the first thing they are looking for is, who is Brenda? Let me talk to Brenda. Okay. So what you're going to do is you are now going to package your message. You're going to clearly state your message. Okay. And your message is inside that. Okay, and that message, though is not complete yet, the solution is the next question. Okay, so let's actually take the solution route. Now, the question is, we already know the people that you're trying to talk to. We know the problem that they have. Now, what's the solution that you have for them? Okay, now this can be tricky, and it may not be easy to come up with that in 5 minutes, but I would like you to make an attempt. What's the solution that you solve, that you're providing for these people right now? What kind of solution do you think, if they see it, they'll be like, oh my God, how much? Or they're thinking, when do you start? You don't even want them to say how much. You're just thinking, I really want this right now. When can I start? When can you start? Can you come up with a solution like that? And a solution like that must have it must be able to clearly state what they are going to get. Okay, in life we're always talking about what's in it for me. What do I get for doing that? Okay, so I'd like you to make an attempt, write something else there, and let me have. Let's work on that. And for you guys that are watching as well, if you have an idea that you want to, Brenda, as I'm talking, I'd like you to, post something quickly so that we can end this. It's already, I'm hoping that we will do this in less than 30 minutes so that, those that are catching the replay would also be able to catch the replay and move quickly. All right. So if you have an idea out there and you're watching this, you have an idea of a temporary thing that you can do right now that can bring you thousands of dollars, to come in, this would be a good time to start working on that idea. And first, you need to identify who that person is that you're trying to solve a problem for. You need to identify what problem is it that they have, the kind that they're willing to pay you for, not the kind that is going to be charity. Now, this is not a charity, okay? What we're doing here is not for charity. We do charity for other things. Like, for example, we have that school that we run that is for people, that would not have been able to go to school, and we pay everything. We pay the staff, we pay pay for materials, international materials, and we give it to them as a charity. But when you are starting a side business, when you're doing a business, it's not, if it's a real business, it has to be people paying you to do it. Okay. Now imagine if, you open a store and you're selling iPhones. Okay. The same way you're not going to give out all your iPhones as sample, the same way you can't do that in your service business. Okay, and this is one of the challenges that I get with my clients, because when you're transitioning from selling products or selling your time to selling your expertise, what happens is people begin to feel, oh no, I'm not supposed to charge for that, I'm not supposed to charge money. But your time and the energy and the brain and the expertise is worth a lot. It's just that you're not you don't have the title. Who is that person that charges a lot of money for service? John Maxwell, or you don't have the name, big names, Oprah on your head, but tell you what, you already have that as well. Brenda, I didn't get anything from you. Okay, so it says, okay, I'm going to help them discover an effective, exciting curriculum. That sounds interesting, but now I'm wondering, are you selling me the curriculum, or are you selling me the service? okay? Because remember, what we're doing now is we're talking to a person that is stuck home now and is still working from home. Okay, so if you're saying you want to help them discover an effective curriculum, now that may be part of the thing that you're going to do for them, but that may not be what they are looking for, because somebody may say, but there are curriculums, and the problem that I have, well, some people don't have curriculum right now, and maybe they'll be willing to buy curriculum, and they'll be willing to get you to give them the curriculum suggestion. But the question you must always ask is, are they going to be willing to pay for that effective curriculum? That sounds to me like I'm still the one that is going to be doing the job. Do you get it? I want you to see clearly and say, okay, if I'm the parent that is working from home and I need somebody to solve the problem, and they are coming to provide a solution, what would I want them to, what would I think, what would they really desire to see from me? Okay, so that's the question that you need to ask yourself. Now, this is something that this is now the point where you now bring it to the market and you begin to talk to the people that would help the kids busy while they work, okay? And also keep the kids ahead of their classes. Now, that sounds exciting and that sounds attractive, but they still need to see how you're going to do it, how you're planning to do it. You want them to feel like, because the question is, it's always good to do like a research too, to check what problem do people really want to solve. Are they trying to solve the problem of the curriculum, or are they trying to solve the problem of the actual connection, engagement of the child? Okay, so if what they want is they need you to help them engage the child, they already have a curriculum, they will tell you. This is why the market, what changes an idea to a profitable idea is when you throw it out in the market. Okay, when you throw it out into the world, of people around, you'll be able to know whether this is something that people, really want from you or not. So what I would suggest right now, Brenda, is that you're at the point where it would be important to talk to the people that are, around you. Now, this, that and even start, putting it on social media, put it everywhere, and let's see who is going to be able to, who really wants that offer that you have. Okay, who wants that offer? Who is that ideal client? And when you begin to talk to them, you begin to see what exactly is it that they really want you to help them solve. Okay, and by talking to them, okay, you begin to get the idea of what you want from them. Now, this is what I do with my clients for the first 3 months of their work with me. We fine-tune the idea first. So we start from, some people start from the place where they don't actually know their expertise, and they're trying to see what exactly is it that I am good at that I can start selling to the world. We start from there and we find what your expertise is, and it doesn't matter who I'm talking to, everybody is an expert in one thing or the other. That can actually be bringing them thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. Okay, so people are like that. Everybody that I meet, okay, is like that. Especially, if you've already finished high school, and even if you have not finished high school and you have gained experience over the years, okay, there's something that you are an expert at that we can fine tune and we can, develop into a product, or when I say product, I mean service. Okay, a product that you can now start selling to other people that will solve the problem that those people have. Okay, so for the first 3 months, that's what we're doing, and then we'll begin to do the validation in the 3 months, and then we begin to sell. We start to sell, then, my clients now go to the second semester, which is now, the time when they begin to, start their business for real, and I stand with them. So if you're there and you're looking for a way to actually, maybe it's a temporary fix right now that you're looking to find an idea that you can work on right now. If that's you, I'm going to put a link to my schedule there so that you can book. I'm still going to keep my schedule open for this week for those of you that are going to be interested in, booking a session so that we can have a one-on-one, so I can help you understand where you are, what's holding you, and so you can start, your business. And some people would decide, if you want, I can work with you for the, for the duration of my program. I work with my clients for 6 months. Okay, and so if that's you, book a session. For you, Brenda, what you need to do now is you need to, start talking to people, and let's clarify what exactly is this. It may be a combination of all of this, but I want it to be sharper, okay, so that when you begin to say it out there, people that need it. So for example, actually the best way to do it is this. Brenda, I hope you're still there. What you do is you have two ideas right there, two solutions that you're going to provide right there. I'm going to help them discover an effective, exciting curriculum, and then the kind that would help the kids, that will keep the kids busy while they work, and also keep the kids ahead of their class. Now, those are fantastic, but I want you to, when you begin to talk to people that are like the people that you mentioned here on the first point there, what is you now, when they now say, oh, how does that work? Okay, then you now give them these two other points. I'm going to help you discover there's this beautiful curriculum. Many people would say, I already have a curriculum, because they're keeping them busy somehow right now. Or maybe some people actually are looking for curriculum. So that may be the thing. But I'm thinking that what most people may be looking for is just that that management, where you come in and you be the one that is handling things, and you say, I'm going to put a schedule, and I'm going to be communicating with the children, and you're going to, while you are there, you can, have a device ready for me to use with your children. And okay, so I see you're still there. Very good. Sorry, the comments are hidden and I didn't scroll up. Yeah, so you want to check with your ideal clients, with your audience, with the people that you know, starting with the people that you know. I said something to you earlier on that if people that you know, if you're not able to convince them now that you can solve this problem for them, even though your people may not pay you, if you're not able to convince those people right now, it will be hard for you to communicate, because when you're talking to your own people, what happens is they help you fine tune your message. Okay, so that when you meet people that are going to be able to pay you, which can still be your people, I have many of my friends that have paid me as their coach. Okay, and I have people that are you would think that, because it's the same way, like if I have an iPhone store, I'm not going to give it to my friends and family. No, I'm going to sell it to them. When they want to buy when they want to buy an iPhone, they come to my store and buy their iPhone. Right? That's exactly how it is. But before you can start to sell, your friends and family will help you fine tune it so that you even have a store. So that's the way your friends and family will help. So go out there and start to talk to the people that you know, and I'm sure that it's going to come back better. And then you can now start posting on social media, Facebook, whatever it is that you use, and the people that need it, remember it's a temporary offer, and so people that need it would need to act fast. And as they're acting fast, also you have to act fast. And then, you get a combination of, quick money. And this now, because it's a temporary solution right now, it now becomes the solution, the primer, okay? It will become the primer for the next business, helping parents transition to homeschooling. That will now be, you're priming people with this temporary offer out of the people that would buy your temporary offer. Some of them would also want to transition to homeschooling. And now you have, lots of thousands coming in, thousands of dollars. And when I say thousands, I'm not talking naira, I'm talking thousands of dollars. Because all around the world, there are people that are looking for solutions that you are sitting on. And this has already gone past 30 minutes. I wanted to stay under the 30 minutes bracket. And for those that are joining me live, thank you for joining live. For those of you watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. You can, leave a comment, if you have an idea and you'd like, quick help to deal with this today, I'm going to take questions on this thread today. So, feel free. But if you want more, I'm going to leave a link to my schedule so that you can book a schedule this week, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you for playing this with me. And I guess I can't wait to hear more about this idea. And we're going to celebrate. Lots of celebration ahead. Good job. I know that you can do this, okay? I know you can do this because I know that you've done it. I see you're a product of it, and you have done it with us, for a couple of months now. So I know that, you are there. And for anyone that is watching this, that is thinking, I'd like a teacher to homeschool my children right now, remotely, you see Brenda's name is right there. She's your girl. Okay. God bless you all, and enjoy the rest of your day. And oh, by the way, my song is going to come out on Easter Sunday. So be on the lookout. On Easter Sunday, you're going to be able to download that song. It's called Believers. I'm going to wait for a couple more days to tell you the name of the song, and you can download it to any of your devices from any platform that you get music from. And God bless you. Bye bye.